My gang, what it do? It's your girl Empress Pre, busting at you on the mic, sending you love and light wherever you are in the sector of your universe. Welcome y'all to another episode of Let's Talk Baby. Today we have Professor Saci in the house. I don't know why I say his name like that. I do. He's not saucy like that, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna let him slide in and let y'all know what he does and what he brings to the community. Awesome man. All right, Professor.
I love that. It's rare that I hear that name, but it's always fun when I hear it. It's got a nice ring to it now. All right, well, Professor is the title that we're given as capoeiristas once we have reached graduation within the practice of capoeira and are in a position to teach. So.
Okay, so say the word again.
Professor or capoeira? Capoeira.
Okay.
There's a simple way to say it is capoeira. Capoeira.
Why don't you explain to us what that is? What you do?
An African Brazilian martial art developed by the Africans in the enslaved state of Brazil, which was colonized by the Portuguese. So you hear a lot of Portuguese in the language and the conversation of the capoeiras. The music that is being sung is in Brazilian Portuguese.
Okay. So what made you get into that?
To be honest, before I knew it existed, I wanted to create it. I was big on Bruce Lee. And I was reading his book, The Tao of Jeet Kune Do, at 6.
Oh, wow.
But I had this limited understanding of it, so in my mind, Bruce Lee created a martial art after he studied a number of martial arts. And I wanted to do the same thing, but I was going to do it differently. Now, in my mind, I wanted to put together the kicks of Taekwondo, the agility of gymnastics, and the stealth of ninjutsu. Why? Because I was into Ninja Turtles at the time.
Okay.
Right. But I saw this movie called Only the Strong. Y'all know about that one, trust. I know you do. And I was like, that's it. That's it. That's what I was gonna make. But it's been made already. So I guess I need to study that. Resources and information on capoeira was very slim at that time. We're talking mid-90s. Internet, I'm sorry, the World Wide Web was just starting to develop. And everything was fillintheblank.com. Capoeira.com was nothing but a group logo and a sound clip. And it had this one song on there. And that locked it in for me. Meu amor me deixou, vou jogar capoeira, dedicar minha vida ao grupo Abadá. It's saying, my love left me, I go now to play capoeira. I dedicate my life to this group. I was sold at that point. Now I had to learn this martial art. Living in the East Denver, closest group to practice capoeira and was out in Boulder. And I'm 9. There's no chance I'm going to be able to go out there once a week, let alone the amount of time necessary for a discipline. Right. So I took the po' boy method and just looked for books, movies, video games, demonstrations, anything that I could gather on the martial art, I took it and tried to internalize it. So I spent about 6 years doing that before I found out that one of my high school mentors was training in the martial art. I'm next to him in the Montbello Rec Center. I'm on the bench press, pushing up weight, and I look over to my side and see him doing ground movements on capoeira movements on the ground. What you know about capoeira? And he looks back at me like, what you know about capoeira?
Look how the universe brings it together.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, it was wild. Basically, I have to give thanks to the time that I dedicated on just studying it on my own, because I would not have been able to recognize the movements that he was doing, let alone be ready for it when it came time to actually take a class. Because that day I was like, oh, you gotta take me to this class. Where is it? Well, how much is it? All the things. I'm bugging him like a 6-year-old kid. Right. He's trying to laugh it off because I am just on his ankle about it. So when's the next time you're going to class? Oh, well, I'm doing this warm-up right now because I'm going to be leaving for that class in about 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, big question now. And this is where I'm starting to sweat bullets because this has always been my struggle. How much does it cost? Well, it's probably about $60 a month, but it's like $10 to drop in. I'm patting my pockets. And I pull out this wrinkled up $10 bill. When I tell you this was fate, when I tell you this was built by the universe, I couldn't make this up. It was set to happen. That was Wednesday, November 28th, 2001. And I have not stopped since.
Wow, what a journey. And I love your storytelling. By the way, I like, the back and forth. I was right there with you. I felt like he was just right there.
Straight up.
No,
straight up.
Yeah. But I like that, I like what you said within it as well because, okay, so you saw it, it attracted you.
Absolutely.
But you cultivate it in your own way instead of saying, oh, it's too far and finding excuses. So
right.
I love
right.
that you just manifested it in and just started working towards it so at least you were prepared.
Well, that's the beauty of being self-taught in one way or another. You have to, as a person, and in any setup, you really have to be given the encouragement to teach yourself something. Find out how to learn, figure out how one thing works, and just wrap yourself around that, whatever it is. If you do that one time, you're going to know how to do that anywhere else, and anything that you actually want, you will figure out a way to go for it. So being self-taught give me all the momentum I needed to figure something out in the meantime, because the resources are not always going to be in perfect alignment. You're not going to have every duck in a row. So when you can put this duck in and this duck in and this duck in and grab that duck as soon as it is available and line them up properly, then you have all the means, you have done all the proper preparation that you can do for everything else to fall into place. You have to be prepared for whatever opportunity actually falls into your lap, because otherwise the opportunity is really just a miss. Capoeira is considered a game. I'm playing a game with you, and it's like physical chess. You know what I mean? It's strategy. It is playing with your rhythm, either matching or breaking your opponent's rhythm while maintaining your own, and being able to answer those questions as they come. Now, these conversations can be chewing the fat. They can be a debate, so a little more serious, or they can turn into an argument. And all levels of that are acceptable. So it's
just life expressed through this art.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
When Brazilians are asked what they do, you're not even asking them what they do. You ask, what are you? The response for myself, my response would be, eu sou capoeira. I am capoeira. I am not a practitioner of capoeira. I am capoeira. This is me. Just the peripheral awareness that is brought to me from this training. It allows me to see things long before they become a problem, and to deal with them properly is just a godsend as far as this art is concerned.
Now, I met you at Athletics and Beyond.
That's right.
Now, how long have you been, are you practicing or teaching there?
The answer is yes. I'm doing both.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
So I've been training alongside.
And shout out to Athletics and Beyond.
Hey, yes, shout out to Athletics and Beyond for certain. Man, running into them was set up almost the same way as I learned about capoeira. I ran into a kid that was struggling with a couple gallons of water on a scooter. Asked him where he needed to go with it. Told him to load it into my truck because I'm passing by. Told him load it into the truck. Where are you going? Over here? I'll drop it off for you. Just go on and meet me over there. I drop it off. It's a food giveaway that is going on at the moment. They needed some extra water. So I dropped that off, and they asked me if I can do another run for them. I'm like, sure. What do you need? They have a couple of carts of I want to say it was yogurt or yogurt pouches that needed to go over to this gym over here. I'm like, there's a gym over here? Oh yeah, Athletics and Beyond. You didn't know about it? No, I didn't. Well, okay, I guess I'll take it over there. And I am going into Athletics and Beyond. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is where I need to be. Do y'all need a Capoeira teacher over here by any chance? And I've been there ever since. Much love, Athletics and Beyond.
No doubt on that, because he incorporated in that gym. What up, though, O? It's Ozell.
Coach Ozell, my guy.
The My High Tumblers, and you're with...
And these are my people. Let me tell you, I love My High Tumblers. Coach Ozell is he's a beast. And working with him and training with him and his students and trying to bring in students of my own, like my son and my daughter, both train with Coach Ozell. We love it. We love it. And being able to trade off with him and partner with him and share with everybody my capoeira and blend that together and put that together with Coach Ozell's tumbling.
Yeah.
There's some beautiful things being made at this time.
There are. Because within this gym at Athletics and Beyond, if y'all do not know, we always post it, 4990 Nome Street. Unit C, okay, in Montbello. Could you tell us a little bit more about the classes?
Capoeira classes are taking place on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. and then on Sundays anytime from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. My hook is on Facebook.
Okay.
Saci Perere, SACIPERERE.
Okay.
You'll find me on there. I work with a number of groups. Athletics and Beyond, Mile High Tumblers, United Capoeira Association of Colorado. I train downtown with them about 3 times a week as well. So I bring everything that I retain from that group to my training out here at Athletics and Beyond. They can link up with me at through Athletics and Beyond, or they can connect with me on Facebook. I do share my contact information for those who request it directly.
Oh, thank you. Such a powerful light. Thank you for all that you bring to the community.
It is my honor, my duty, and my pleasure.
To see you shine throughout the whole sphere. Love and light.
Bless.